greatest players in Suns history, Grant.
Well, you could argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
Well, Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out. And Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
Durant's shot is off. The Mavericks trailing. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Doncic passes to Gafford. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Yeah, Luka Doncic keeping the defense honest by creating for his teammates. Pretty.
Here's Booker. And the shot goes. Booker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Doncic. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Suns ahead. They lead by 2. And we'll be back. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Suns.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And Dallas calls time here.
Yeah, I think Coach calls his timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. The 2 stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. Doncic finds Irving. The offensive rebound. Back to Doncic. Puts up a deep 3. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Pass to Booker. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Phoenix this year.
Even though they had the better roster, they actually lost the season series to this team last year.
The Suns leading. Outside Durant. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Doncic. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. The shot no good. Phoenix leading by 3. Oh, KD against contact inside.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club.
I'll tell you, the footwork of Luka on his drives is really something to behold.
Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Durant, pass to O'Neal. Washington grabs the miss. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Irving for 3. Drills it from deep. Irving's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I mean, if you want to chase him off the line, that's fine. But that ability to dribble drive, this guy is impossible to guard. Kyrie Irving.
Booker against Irving. Oh, you can't let Booker get that close.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Doncic passes to Irving. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
3-point field goal.
Doncic has got 3 assists in the game.
I just love the ball movement.
Irving against Booker. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Misses the baby hook.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And the dunk by Gafford.
Assist goes to
Daniel Gafford is a vertical threat at the cup. Look out below.
timeout.
Phoenix calls timeout. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Here's Booker, and the layup is good. Booker's got 10.
Well, that's what you call a tough 2, because if you're in the lane at D-Book size, you never know what could happen.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Doncic. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Mavericks are making moves to surround Luka and Kyrie with talent. Now they've given up a lot of draft picks, but that's what you do when you have superstars in their prime. With their beefed up roster, Coach Jason Kidd says, we are deep. This is the first time the Mavs have been deep in a very long time. Brian?
I haven't been able to hear that in a while. They've got some players now, Allie.
Slick dribble move by KD, allowing him to convert.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Thompson outside. From outside, off the mark.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Over to the left wing. Oh, they get a hand on it. Thompson with a steal. Pass to Gafford. Stolen. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Booker. Booker cashing in on the fast break.
We've come to expect this from Devin Booker. This guy is a relentless force on the offensive end.
Here's Irving. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Beal.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Pass to O'Neal. It's stolen by Irving. And now the Mavs on the run. Here's Doncic. Oh, Doncic playing above the rim.
This guy is an absolute machine. Luka Doncic keeping his foot on the gas and giving the defense everything they can handle.
Here's Durant. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Booker against Irving.
Yeah, Booker understands how to navigate his way to the paint, and he's not going to shy away from contact. Nicely done to pick up the foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Devin Booker. 2 shots.
It's both from the stripe.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the dunk by Gafford.
Assisted.
Boy, what a feel Luka Doncic brings to the game. This guy always willing to get his teammates involved.
Outside Durant. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half. Easy money for KD inside.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Doncic outside. Thompson outside. Up in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Dallas.
35.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. And that
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
They've got Bradley Beal. Royce O'Neal is out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Durant in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Pass to Nurkic. For the tie. And he sinks the layup. Nurkic has gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Outside Durant. Shoots from 14. Oh, that one bounces around and comes back out.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Dallas shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he drops the first.
I think you have to admire the aggressiveness with which P.J. Washington plays every single night.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Here's Booker. Durant inside, guarded by Doncic. Good chance here for Booker. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Booker's got 16 points.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they perform, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
Knocks it down from distance.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And Doris, when you think about Kevin Durant, certainly a prolific scorer, but that's not the whole story.
What I love the most, I think, BA, about Kevin Durant is how much he loves playing the game of basketball. His availability is never in question as long as there is some measure of health. The work he puts in consistently. Anyone who's ever seen his routine, teammates, coaches, front office staff, they are in awe of the commitment to this craft.
And Doris, at 7 feet tall and almost 300 pounds, Yusuf Nurkic often is the biggest human on the court.
BA, we might as well refer to him as the immovable object. This guy has slimmed down. He's in incredible shape. But Nurkic is an old-school big, and he is a force to be reckoned with around the rim, not just because of that size and strength, but because of his skill as a passer and a finisher.
Timeout called, the Mavericks. A moment here to see the numbers for Luka Doncic. Dallas leading by 4. Washington left side. Here's Irving. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 11.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
And then Beal with the dunk.
This guy is never afraid to take it to the rim. And sometimes that means up and over at Bradley Beal.
Inside. And Doncic hammers it home.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's the guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
And then Beal with the dunk.
Big time tough play by Beal right there. Unfazed by the foul.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Second team foul. At the line for your Suns, Bradley Beal. 1 shot.
Free throw drops for Beal. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Irving with it. Durant covering. And they're running. running. Here's Booker, and he makes it on the layup. Now just a 1-point Dallas lead.
Now, part of that is recognizing the spacing, and Booker's so good at finishing on the break.
Booker against Irving. Doncic outside. Poke loose. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's O'Neal. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. He does not get the second one.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Doncic against Durant. And Doncic with the jam.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Here's Booker. Look at Booker elevate.
If Devin Booker's cooking, it's a wrap, folks. This guy makes the game look easy.
1:58 left in the third quarter. Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Phoenix calls timeout. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
With the way he's cooking, they have to find a way to run him off his spot more.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Can't cash it in from close range. The Mavericks leading. On the wing, Irving. From 20 feet. And he recovers it. Down low. Clock at 6. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Booker. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Durant against Irving. Thompson passes to Irving. Over Beal. And here's Thompson for 3. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. Stolen by Gafford. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. And Durant with the block. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. The best thieves in the league. The steals leaders over the last month. Second is Devin Booker.
His defensive focus has been superb these last few games, continuously finding ways to strip ball handlers and upset the offense.
Doncic on the wing, guarded by Durant. The open shot by Thompson. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Thompson's got his second basket.
Well, nice play by Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters in the catch-and-shoot game.
And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. Dallas calls timeout.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Seven-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Doncic against Durant. Gafford in the post. Oh, Durant with a steal. Doncic grabs the miss. From deep three-point land. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Dallas on top. They're up by 4. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. Irving and Thompson fill out the wings. Washington and Gafford the combo inside. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. Booker against Irving. Back to Washington. There's the triple. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Three-point field goal.
Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Yeah, maybe the best offensive forward in NBA history. Durant just does it all. Ball handling, one of his many strengths on the floor.
All right, Doris, Kyrie Irving is a special talent. What's his greatest asset, you think, on the floor?
Oh, PA, this is a tough question. If you ask NBA players, they'll tell you the guy with the best handle historically is Kyrie Irving. But to me, his best attribute, fearlessness, the ability to deliver when it most matters. Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
In transition, Irving for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. O'Neal inside, working on Thompson, and he gets it to go.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Booker drawing the double. Durant with it. Irving picks him up. Ooh, the defense just making it easy for Durant.
Yeah, Kevin Durant, you allow him the path to the cup. Look out.
The Mavericks lead by 6. Doncic left side. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Thompson outside. Doncic outside. 5 to shoot. Into the lane. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving. Good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And now the Mavs on the run. Washington outside. On the wing, Thompson. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, gets his man in the air with the pump fake, and Clay gets himself to the free throw line. So quick on that release.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Phoenix calls timeout. At this point in the game, fourth quarter, it's always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the plans, these players are getting a much-needed chance to get hydrated with some Gatorade. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Mike Budenholzer said to the team. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul.
Kevin Durant.
That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Pass to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Doncic on the wing.
I like the effort Booker gives on defense, especially when he pressures the shooter.
O'Neal passes to Beal. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And Phoenix has possession. Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Kyrie Irving has such a tight handle that regardless of what's in front of him, he will get past you and get to the cup.
Outside O'Neal. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
The three is up. Doncic delivers from range.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Booker surveying the D. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got 24 points. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Mavericks. Thompson outside. Back to Doncic. Got a piece of it and stolen by Durant. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
Second team foul.
There's a minute 26 left in the fourth quarter. And Booker puts up a deep three. Doncic pulls down the board.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And a comfortable win for them here. The game is out of reach. Good performance for the Mavericks.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
Kyrie Irving.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Luka Doncic.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening.
Washington.
Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Washington. Doncic on the wing. No one near him. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And that nice steal was able to get their break going in a hurry.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
That's the end of the game.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again.
Thank you, fans, for coming out
And
here
that's
tonight
going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.